You know, I thought I'd kind of give a little bit more of my piece on what I believe um, Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2 are going to be like. Now, I know the movie itself, the movie itself is not due out for another 3.5 years, at least Part 1 isn't. And Part 2 isn't due out for another 4.5 years. But I think the one nagging question a lot of people have is, will the original cast be back? And part of me believes they will be. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, well, actors and actresses get older. They can't always remain the same. And I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that's the case. You know, I completely, I completely get that. Um, you know, I completely understand that. And hold on for a sec. There we go. Again, I completely understand that. So I know where people are coming from when they ask when they wonder if a cast will be back to film another movie. And again, I think they will be. I think Josh Weldon will do what he has to do to he, Marvel, Disney, they will do what they have to do to get these people back for these movies because they know that these people, like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, uh, uh, Chris Hamilton, whatever his name is, the guy that plays Thor, Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen, all these people that are part of Avengers, all part of the cinematic universe, they're gonna try to get them all back because this is a very big event. It's a very big event, a very big movie, basically a big finale to the whole cinematic universe, or at least the third phase, or the third and final phase. Not saying it is the final phase, but still, that is just the point that I'm getting at. So I think honestly, I believe they're going to try their very best, and they're probably going to end up getting they're going to probably end up getting a majority of this cast back. I truly think so. I don't think that they're going to just let people like Downey go, Robert Downey Jr. go. I don't think they're going to let Chris Evans go that easily. And if they do, they got to find a way to keep the Captain America character going. I don't think they're going to let Mark Ruffalo go. Ruffalo go. I don't think entirely they're going to let Scarlett Johansson go. I don't think any of that's going to happen. I think. Sorry about that. My hand's hurting a little bit, but I think, in a sense, they're going to do what they have to do to keep these actors and actresses around. I truly think that they're going to subsidize, uh, subsidize, subsidize them in some manner. I think they're going to give them, probably a decent offer, maybe one that they'll work with, and they'll come back for it. I mean, let's face it. Robert Downey Jr. in his movies as Tony Stark has become Tony Stark. He's become Iron Man. You know, same with Chris Evans. He's become Captain America. You take a look at Chris Helmsler or whatever his name is, the guy that plays Thor. He's become Thor. He is Thor. Scarlett Johansson has become Black Widow. And the list goes on. Mark Ruffalo, even taking over for Edward Norton. Norton. Mark Ruffalo has become Hulk. He is the Hulk. So, to me, I think they're going to do whatever they can to get these characters, get these people back. Those that they got in Guardians of the Galaxy, they're going to get them back. You know, there's a reason why. There's a reason when you take a look at the leaked video that's been posted online all over the place from yesterday, Tuesday's Marvel event, that teaser trailer for Infinity War Part 1 and 2, you got to ask yourself, why would they show footage from Avengers and Guardians? Why would they do that? Huh? Why would they show footage from Avengers, from the Iron Man movies, the Thor movies, the Captain America movies, the Hulk movie, and along with showing footage from Guardians of the Galaxy? Why would they do all that? And I'll tell you why they did it. Because they are determined to do their very best to try to get these same actors and actresses back for these roles. Because they know that people have come accustomed to seeing them in these roles, and these actors and actresses know it. I mean, you've had speculation and rumor that Robert Downey Jr. may not do Iron Man anymore. Well, you know what? He's still doing him. And I think, honestly, he's going to keep doing him at least until this whole Marvel Cinematic Universe thing ends. Because fans pretty much look at him as Tony Stark, as Iron Man. Chris Evans, if he goes, fine. But bring in somebody that's almost identical, that we could say, okay, this guy is Captain America, just like Chris Evans was. But I think they're going to do their best to keep Chris Evans around. I really do. Same with Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, you name it. They're going to do what they can. They're not just going to spoon it all away. They're not just going to say, oh, well, they had a nice run, well, but we'll get some other people. They're not going to do that. I mean, why do you think, excuse me, why do you think they're making all these movies happen right now? Why do you think they're making this all happen? It's building up to the situation. Why do you think they're doing Captain Marvel with Miss Marvel, Carol Danvers? I'm sorry if I pronounced the last name wrong. In a lead role, as the lead character. Why do you think they're doing Inhumans? Why do you think they're doing Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Black Panther. Why do you think they're doing all this? Because every one of these characters, in some capacity or another, are going to be involved in the Infinity War 2-part film. That's why they're doing it. So that along with those that they're able to retain from Phase 1 and Phase 2 and somewhat Phase 3 of the Marvel films, they'll at least be able to really, truly make Infinity War exactly what it's going to be. They're going to make it an Infinity War. That's what it's going to be. That's why you have the timetable the way you have it presented. That's why, according to places like Comic Book Cast, you have 5, maybe 4 of the Infinity Stones or something like that. You have 4 of them already known and seen in the Thor movie and Captain America Winter Soldier, in the Thor Avengers, in the Thor movie, Avengers movie, and in the end of Captain America Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the first Captain America, and I think even Thor, Dark World, and all that, and I think as well as in Thor. So you have all these Infinity Stones gems that have already been acknowledged, and you have a few more that have to be found. I mean, you even had Guardians of the Galaxy dedicate a whole movie to one of them being the focus. So you're bound to get something. You're bound to get some kind of payoff in the long run, and that's what the Infinity War is being built up to. That's why when they showed that trailer that they did yesterday, that little teaser trailer, and why they showed the footage from all the Marvel movies from the cinematic universe currently, from the Iron Man movies, the Captain America movies, the Thor movies, the Hulk movie, and even in the Avengers movie, and including Guardians of the Galaxy, and even little snippets from the trailer to Age of Ultron. The reason they showed all this, along with what's coming, in the near future, starting next year and going up to 2018, is because they're building the Infinity War up to be the big theatrical movie event equivalent of what the original comic book story was about. That's why everything's being built up the way it is. That's why you have the movies in the order that the way you do. That's why you have these after credit scenes that lead you into the next film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. These are the reasons why. These are the reasons why. And I think anybody watching this knows that. I mean, why do you think you have Tony Stark, Iron Man, showing up in Captain America 3, Civil War? Why do you think you have that? Yes, it's a play on the Civil War storyline. But why do you think you have it? Because it's to help advance us closer to Infinity War. That's why you have it. Why do you have Thor Ragnarok, which, if you look at the subtext of Ragnarok, it means the end of all things. Why do you think you got Thor Ragnarok or Thor the end of all things in the lineup? Why do you think you got a second Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Why do you think you have Captain Marvel Carol Danvers and Inhumans all lined up as part of this whole situation? It's because Josh Weldon and whoever else directs these films or helps him direct these films, Josh Weldon basically wants to, and give the guy all mad props here, wants to make the Infinity War story from the comic book be as epic of a movie event as it can be. And if they're already teasing, Infinity War now with a teaser trailer like they did yesterday, then that pretty much tells you they're making this thing up to be a very big deal. If they're willing to follow the pattern, of Twilight and Harry Potter and Hunger Games and put it in 2 parts, then that pretty much tells you that they consider this to be a big deal. And then hopefully be something that fans will go and see not once but multiple times. But that is why Infinity War is being teased as it is right now, and why the scheduled movies, when one thinks about it, are the way they are. So let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like, and I'll talk to you all later.